Love to work in the garden. I love to be with the flowers and the all kinds of vines and grasses and all that kind of stuff. But we always find one thing in the garden that we really don't want, and that's the weeds. But I want you to stop and think for a moment. Weeds, weeds are flowers once you get to know them. There are lots of weeds that have these beautiful flowers. And sometimes I find myself admiring them just as much as I admire all of the other flowers in my garden. So once you get to know which weeds produce beautiful flowers, sometimes you leave them there, right? Well, I do anyway. Well, that's a quote from A. Milne, who is one of my favorite people in the world, the author of Winnie the Pooh and all that stuff. And I just want you to think about yourself as a weed. We've all grown in some way, right? We've all started out as something. And sometimes it takes us a little while to find our way through this crazy world, right? So I want you to stop and think of yourself as starting out as this little tiny seed and then growing and growing and growing and finally blooming into the beautiful plant or flower, whatever you want to be, that you truly are, because you are extraordinary and you are individual. Now, here's the thing. Some of you are probably struggling to find out who the real you is. And so I want to encourage you to go to Amazon and get a copy of your own personal copy of Real Reflections. This is a great place to start discovering who you are, to discovering your resilience and embracing your empowerment, being ambitious in your pursuit of independence and autonomy so that you can live your absolutely extraordinary life, because you are worth it. You should live your extraordinary life. And you probably aren't doing that yet because you haven't discovered who you truly are, who the real you is. So this is a great tool for you to get started. It's also a great way to start the school year off for those of you who are sending kids off to school. Some of you might be rediscovering yourselves as you send your children off to college and university. I remember doing that myself. Anyway, just go to the link below and get your copy of Real Reflections, because I want you to live your extraordinary life.